All right, thank you for joining us. We are going to do a 3-round mock draft with the New York Jets, and we've got Zach Rosenblatt here from The Athletic. He's going to help us understand where the Jets might turn in a 3-round mock draft. So what I've got here is the PFF mock draft simulator set up. So Zach, when it's time for the Jets to pick, you let us know who they take, and if you want to share some commentary, feel free. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go ahead and start this. There we go. All right, let's see who is available and who has already been taken here for the Jets. Let's see. You've got wide receiver. You've got tight end, corner. There's Paris Johnson there at tackle. That's a nice, good to see him there. Skoronski went pick 9 to the Bears. Broderick Jones, interesting, to the Titans. They're at 11. What are you thinking here, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, I think Paris Johnson's a pretty easy pick there, especially with the other two guys gone. He can be their long-term guy at left tackle. He can play right tackle this year and then replace Dwayne Brown next year. I think they would jump at the chance to pick him, I would say.
All right, Paris Johnson. It seems like a no-brainer type of pick, especially with, you mentioned before, that offensive tackle is a big need. He's the top tackle available, especially after Jones and Skoronski have already gone. So, yeah, sounds good. All right, let's go ahead and put that in. All right, that brings us to 2 straight picks in a row. At least currently right now they have these 2 picks. Of course, that could change with any kind of Aaron Rodgers news. But we start with pick number 42 and then 43. What are you thinking here for the Jets at 42 and 43? You can take a look at some of the players that have gone.
I would say if you can go to the center position, I would say they'd probably pick a center here. Yeah, interior offensive line, yeah. I would say
Luke Whittler and Michael Schmitz.
I would say Joe Tippmann here.
Oh, Tippmann. Okay. Yeah. He's someone that we really haven't talked a whole lot about. What can you tell us about Tippmann?
He's a very unique center prospect because he's 6'6", and usually those guys are not that big. But Dane Brugler from The Athletic actually mocked him to the Jets in his latest one. He's a good fit in what they do schematically, and I think he's a guy, whether they might sign Ben Jones from the Titans, but even if they do that, you can develop Tippmann to be a starter, and he has the ability to play guard as well. So I think he makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, and if he's a good fit for their particular system, all the power to you. So, all right, let's go ahead and take Tippmann, and you're up once again at 43. Who are you thinking?
I see B.J. Ojulari fell there. They don't necessarily need edge rushers, but Joe Douglas has an affinity for pass rushers, and if he's still there, I'll go with B.J. Ojulari, get the value.
Any interest in tight end? Is that something that the Jets might target in this draft? Not necessarily this pick, but in this class of good tight ends. Is that something that the Jets might target, knowing that Tyler Conklin is their guy now, but they might be looking to the future?
Yeah, I mean, they signed Tyler Conklin and Uzama last year. They drafted Jeremy Ruckert in the 3rd round. They like him, but ultimately they're trying to surround Aaron Rodgers with as much talent as possible. So there's a pass catcher. If there's a tight end that's particularly athletic, because the guys they have aren't really athletes. So if they have a tight end on the board who's a freakish athlete of some sort, then maybe they consider him. But I think they have bigger needs right now than tight end generally.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's go ahead and take Ojulari here. That's a really solid pick for where we are in the draft here at pick 43. That is it for the 2nd round, and the Jets do not have a 3rd round pick. That was a part of the trade to, would you say Cleveland?
Yeah, with Elijah Moore, yeah.
That's right, Elijah Moore. Got it. All right, so that concludes our 3-round mock. Let's take a look at our grades. Oh, they didn't like the Joe Tippmann pick, but you know what? That's it's just the algorithm most likely. And you mentioned your reasonings behind that, but they like the 2 others as well. Your thoughts on this? A recap of what you picked?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Jets would be pretty happy if they came away with 3 guys you could plug in as starters from day one. So I think that would be a good haul.
So now I want to ask our viewing audience here, what do you think of the draft? How did Zach do? Is there anything that you would change differently? So let us know in the comments. Dan, any comments from you?
Yeah, if this is the way it goes, hopefully it works out as well for the Jets as it did when they drafted Nick Mangold and D'Brickashaw Ferguson.
There you go. thanks everybody for watching. We thank you, Zach, for helping us out with this 3-round mock draft of the Jets. Best of luck to you and the Jets, and hopefully Aaron Rodgers is something that happens quickly so that you have kind of you and the Jets have an idea of what to expect moving forward.